Does anyone else, when they go to film a video, sit down and say their intro about 20 times because they feel really awkward getting into it? Or is it just me? Hey guys, it's Tara and today I'm filming the, Booktube newbie tag. So I saw Lacey do this, Library of Lacey, and I'll leave her video in the description. And yeah, I just thought I'd give it a go, so without further ado, let's get into it. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? And if you actually look on this, it's kind of like scattered with like, right in the first lockdown I think it was, I filmed a couple of videos about Twilight, obviously. And because I just thought I'd do it, you know, there's literally no reason behind it. And then I started a Bookstagram recently because I wanted to share my passion for reading. I absolutely love reading, I love fiction, and yeah, and I just wanted to meet other people who were into that. And I kind of always posted about what I was reading on my personal Instagram account, and I thought, why not just make a whole account dedicated to it? So that's what I did. The next question is, what is something you can bring to Booktube? That is a loaded question, oh my god. I don't know, hopefully something. That's a horrible question. What is something I can bring to Booktube? I don't know. Something, hopefully people enjoy these videos. If not, I'm having fun doing them. Maybe a little bit of fresh perspective. What are you most excited about for this new channel? I'm excited to meet like-minded people, to kind of share my opinions with people in the same community, because a lot of people I know aren't really into the same books I am, don't really read as much as I do. That sounded quite vain, didn't it? But like, yeah. And I love having conversations about books, or like book to movie adaptations. The other day me and my friends sat there for like so long just talking about things they missed out in the movies of Harry Potter. So yeah, just kind of talk to people, enter this like discussion that people are having online. Why do you love reading? Reading for me is definitely a form of escapism. When I read a book, I kind of like enter a new world, you know what I mean? You get lost, like I totally lose touch with reality. And I just love that. I love like going to, it's like travelling but to different realms. It's like shifting reality, so you're not in this world which is not fun, but you're, I don't know, you're in a completely new realm, you're discovering new things, and like the characters feel like your friends. That sounds really sad, but it's true. Like, it's, you get to experience things you'd never experience in real life through reading, and I love that. So this next question is, what book or series got you into reading? I thought long and hard about this one because I've been reading for as long as I can remember. When I was a kid, I only said this a lot, I loved Jacqueline Wilson. Like, I remember reading so many of her books. I met her once for the Longest Words on tour, and like, I was fangirling so much. I also loved like Kathy Cassidy and that. And I remember when the first adult, well it would have been like young adult, but like the grown-up book I remember reading was the Hunger Games series when I was probably like 7 or 8, so probably way too young for the Hunger Games series. God, that's way too, but I just remember falling in love with it, and I was like, couldn't get enough. And then obviously like, so it's probably about 2014, so it's about 13, when everyone was going through like the Divergent stage and everything. I just remember being obsessed with it, so that's kind of what got me into it. Yeah, I've been reading for as long as I can remember. What questions would you ask your favourite booktubers? Book related, I'd love to talk to them about all my favourite books, get their opinions and like enter a discussion. But about like booktube as a whole, you know, how did you get confident in doing it? How long did it take you to kind of find your rhythm and your speed? Because I feel like I'm still definitely finding it. What challenges with starting a booktube will be hardest to overcome? Definitely a confidence thing. I get so nervous and awkward filming these videos. There's like probably about 10 minutes of footage before the video actually starts where I'm like, trying to hype myself up for it. But yeah, and just being myself on camera, I feel like I want to, but the second I turn the camera on, I'm just suddenly really nervous. I feel like everything from the way I talk to like the way I act kind of shifts, and I want to be myself, and I'm really trying hard to do that. And I think my confidence has grown a lot. The fact that I'm like doing this right now kind of shows, because I've never done this like a couple of years ago. But yeah, I just want to become more confident in it. When did you start reading? Like I said earlier, I've been reading as long as I can remember. Like, I don't remember a time when I wasn't reading. There's so many books as me books, so many pictures of me when I was young just reading. And yeah, it's just something I've always loved and always been passionate about. I have an older sister who was very into reading growing up as well. So like me and my sisters were always just sat there reading, like I'm not putting the telly on, just reading. We've just been that kind of family, so yeah. Where do you read? Right here mainly. Yeah, I'll read sitting on my bed, I'll read in the living room. And now it's sunny out, it's really nice out today actually. Maybe outside. I live in Liverpool, in case you didn't know. I live in Liverpool and I'd love to go down by the docks and read, so maybe that's something I can start doing soon if this weather keeps up. Sorry about that. But yeah, if the weather keeps up, hopefully I can go down the docks, or there's so many places in Liverpool to go and read, so hopefully I'll be exploring them. What kind of books do you like to read? My favourite genre has always been fantasy and dystopia. Like obviously, like I said, The Hunger Games was the first series that I like proper fell in love with, so that's probably why that stems from. But yeah, I love fantasy and dystopia, they're like my favourite things. YA mainly. Like right now I'm currently reading The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare. And I haven't actually read this yet, which is crazy because I love Cassandra Clare. My favourite book of all time probably is Lady Midnight, that series. So I do love stuff like that. Like my favourite books are anything by Cassandra Clare, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I can't even think, but so many like that. Yeah, fantasy and dystopia, because I think it's really good for that escapism and that experiences that you obviously wouldn't get in real life. And the final question is, what does your book collection look like? Like I said, I'm at uni, so I don't have much space in a dorm room. So my books are kind of spread out across England. A lot of them are in storage in Birmingham, which is where I'm from. Another little fun fact. Yeah, but in September I am moving into a new house. And getting like a bigger room and more space, and I'm gonna buy a bookshelf and I'm gonna try and bring all my books up to Liverpool so I can have them on hand, yeah. And I'll insert a clip of what my shelf looks like, but I only have 2 shelves actually. And then I have my Kindle obviously, which has a few books on, but yeah. So that is it for the tag. I actually really enjoyed doing this. I love sitting down and talking and getting to share a bit about me. There are plenty of other like tags, booktube tags, get to know the bookstagrammer, get to know the booktuber type things that I'd be really interested in doing, so hopefully I'll be doing them in the future. I also have like a few other videos planned that I want to film, but it's just been hard because Easter's just gone. I've been going back and forth between home and uni, so hopefully now I'll be able to get into it more, be consistent. And yeah, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that, and as always I'll leave my Bookstagram, Goodreads, all that in the description. Yeah, enjoy your day. Bye!